Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode of the BattleBots Reborn Cup. As you can see, I am going solo today because Cole has called in sick. Quite frankly, I don't believe him, but I have no choice to. We'll just see how he feels next week. Well, why don't you tell us, Cole, what the first fight is? This is going to be a lot tougher than I thought it was. Our first fight tonight is Kiloamp versus Biohazard. This matchup favors Kiloamp more than Biohazard, Nick. Yeah, this is going to be a lot tougher than I thought. Anyway, this fight does favor Kiloamp a little bit more than Biohazard. Because Kiloamp is an invertible robot, Biohazard's not going to be able to knock him out unless there is some voodoo magic. But not only that, I don't think Biohazard's going to be able to cope well with Kiloamp's style. You know, he's a fast rammer. Biohazard's a pretty big body. He's not the quickest, especially when he's compared to Kiloamp. So, yeah, I think this one might be favored towards Kiloamp a little bit. Are you gonna read the oh, motherfucker. What does Biohazard need to do here to win? Well, he's gotta be patient with his attacks. He knows Kiloamp is going to come at him quick, and he just needs to kind of limit that. He needs to make sure he's sidestepping Kiloamp's attacks as well, or at least closing down the space. He doesn't want Kiloamp to go from one end of the box to the other to get a huge ram on him. If he keeps him close, those rams are not going to do much, and Biohazard can really milk the clock. It's crazy to say that he has to milk the clock. Oh yeah. We'll go down to the box, and of course I'm going to be down there solo, so you won't hear any dumb Cole comments.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's robot fighting time! In the red square, headphone users beware, cause this bot's raising the volume, and he just might Kiloamp! In the blue square, you look nervous. Here, take a chill pill. This bot's used to handing some to his opponents. Introducing Biohazard!
The box is locked, the lights are on, it's robot fighting time. There goes Kiloamp immediately from his square, charging at Biohazard. Got a good shot off early there, now he's pushing into the side of the flipping robot. And then he goes, nearly gets himself toppled. Biohazard on the charge now, and Kiloamp spinning on his side. This could be a spot of bother for the rammer, and he's able to rock out of it. Kind of interesting, he was able to rock out of that. And a nice flip, and again, another nice flip from Biohazard. He's starting to find his feet in this matchup. What I was going to say, it was odd that Kiloamp rocked out of that position. That's the way he lost to Frostbite in the Unbeaten Cup recently. So Biohazard will be a little bit annoyed, but he's rebounded well with a couple nice flips in the opening minute here. Needs to be careful because Kiloamp is getting some very good shots off him. There's another decent shot from Kiloamp. Biohazard trying to close him down. Kiloamp is so lightweight that he is just bouncing off of Biohazard off the floor, tumbling around like a tumbleweed, and there he goes again. And a big flip from Biohazard there, and another. He's starting to rack him up, but he's also racking up damage. Look at his status bar in the top right corner there. It may seem like Kiloamp is getting out-muscled in this match, but he is in a good spot of what happened there. He just kind of did a toss. It looked like he was taking a dive. Oh boy, now Biohazard starting to smoke. This is what we talked about. He's taking a lot of damage, a lot of rams. Just over a minute left. He's got to figure out a way to make this fight last. He's got to figure out how to survive. There he goes on the attack again, a Kiloamp. Pushing, trying to flip, trying to pin into the corner. And he's lost the head of his flipper. And with a minute left, it is trouble for Biohazard, one of the quarterfinalists from last year. He now does not have a weapon to flip. And he's even more vulnerable to chassis damage, which he's taken a lot of in this match. 40 seconds remain. I don't think he's going to survive. And there goes the rest of his flipper, and sure enough, He's now a hit from being knocked out. He doesn't know what to do. He looks lost. And now he's out. Kiloamp has won it. Unbelievable. Well, let's take a look at the replays. Sure enough, those rams from Kiloamp. Biohazard, he wasn't able to do the best of job closing down the space. He had some nice flips. There was a couple of them right there. And there's another topple from Kiloamp, but he got a lot of damage even when he was getting flipped like that, and as soon as the flipper came off and the smoke was pouring out, you knew Biohazard was in trouble. Well, the fear was there, and now it has been realized. Kiloamp knocks out Biohazard, and we thought maybe this was a flipper that could go all the way this year. Well, he crashes out in the round of 32. We'll be right back with the next fight of the night after this.
The next fight we have tonight is Hyperjock versus Overkill.
What did you say?
Hyperjock. Like Jacques.
Jacques.
Sacré bleu!
Cole, are you gonna... Oh my god. I cannot do this alone. This is so difficult. Next up is Son of Whyachi versus the Marador. The champ made a tough fight look easy in the last round when he took out Hexadecimator. He really didn't have a lot of scares, if we're being honest. A couple times where he was in the range of Hexadecimator's flipper, but he just didn't get flipped. HexD couldn't get the shot off. Meanwhile, the Marador has the advantage of seeing what HexD did wrong before him. He's another flipper, the Marador. He's just got 2 less wheels. I think it's another fight. Son of Whyachi's gonna have to be pretty careful, because the Marador can end this in 1 flip, and Son of Whyachi knows what that's like. He's had to face the Matador's brother Bronco. That's another advantage. Bronco's probably gonna be telling the Matador some tips about how to knock out the champ. We're just gonna go right down to the fight. I'm not gonna screw up anymore. I know Cole's not here. I've learned my lesson. In the meantime, I'm gonna figure out a better method to this. This isn't as fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's robot fighting time! In the red square, he may not be green like a Hitachi, but he's still a deadly tool. Introducing Son of Whyachi! In the blue square, while you battle him, he is also battling him as he tries to decide why his name is half English and half Spanish. Please welcome the Marador!
The box is locked, the lights are on. It's robot fighting time! Here comes the Matador over to meet Son of Whyachi. Second flipper in his second fight the champ has had to face. Matador putting Son of Whyachi under pressure a little bit. Probably took some shavings in the process. Son of Whyachi with a glancing blow. Resetting towards the middle of the arena. Oh, good shot on the wheel guard there, but he's underneath Son of Whyachi here and up against the wall and spinning! And fortunately for the champ, he's landed on his wheels. That was a huge scare that the Matador provided. Another chunk of wheel guard on the floor there from the Matador as well. Son of Whyachi just kind of taking his time to get his breath back after that near monumental moment. Here comes the Matador on another charge, missing. Son of Whyachi backing away. Trying to make sure those hammers are flying at full speed before he moves in for the attack. I think he got even more wheel guard there, and there goes that front ram plate of the Matador. That's protecting the pieces of the flipper, and sure enough, part of the flipper has now been removed. He's slowly wearing him down, Son of Whyachi, just as a champion does. The Matador's really going to struggle now. He's got to be pinpoint accurate when he goes in for a flip, or else the rest of that flipper is coming off. And the rest of the flippers just come off on cue. And the Matador is weaponless. It looks like Son of Whyachi's going to survive yet another major test. The Matador looks lost at the moment. spinning around, and a wheel goes flying off. And it's insult to injury. There goes the second wheel. And this one is over. The champion with one scare. But overall, he's cruising through to the next round to meet Kiloamp. What a fight. As that wheel rolls into the middle of the arena, let's see how it came off, as well as the other parts that came off of the Marador. He started okay. He was keeping Son of Whyachi at bay. He lost part of the wheel guards, but this right here was the moment. It was his only real opportunity. A lot of other half chances, and then Son of Whyachi finally wore him down. Parts, wheels, everything flew off of the Matador. Well, that was a huge, huge scare for Son of Whyachi, but he survived, and he's taken out the Matador, and he is through to the next round, where he's going to be fighting Kiloamp. That's not till a few episodes from now, so we'll just stick to where we are, and we'll get right back to the action after this. Ah! Oh my god! No! Ball! Oh shit! What?
Welcome back to the BattleBots Reborn Cup. Nick has asked me, Google Translate, to help him in Cole's absence. But like Cole, I don't want to do this.
What the fuck?
The next fight tonight is Sharkbite versus Mauler. Both bots are lucky to be here, Nick.
Didn't need to say that you didn't want to be here, but whatever. Yeah, both these bots are probably a little fortunate to be here. Mauler was somehow not flipped by Spitfire. He was flipped, but he did some weird voodoo crap to stay on his wheels. And Sharkbite, I don't know, it's going to be a questionable decision from what happened against Panic Attack. It was a split decision. I can see where the judges were with the mindset, but I don't really agree with it.
With similar weapons on these bots, what will decide the match?
I think what will decide the match is the strength of the weapons. We saw Sharkbite's teeth get ripped off by Panic Attack. It took a while, but they got ripped off. I think Mauler's a little bit more well-built in that department, and we're going to see if he's able to take off Sharkbite's teeth. But then Sharkbite has a wedge, so this still could go either way. It's going to be a very interesting fight. Just a second, guys.
Cool. Let's get down to the box to see that match.
All right, let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's robot fighting time! In the red square, when he's not eating his BattleBots opponents, he's scaring all of Scotland. Please welcome Sharkbite! In the blue square, we're not sure what's scarier on this bot, his hammers or his face. Introducing Mauler!
The box is locked, the lights are on. It's robot fighting time. The bot's taking time to get their weapons up to speed. Mauler looking right at Sharkbite and taking a tooth off immediately. Well, we said weapon strength was gonna decide this fight, and the teeth of Sharkbite are so fragile, they're already falling off. Mauler's spinning out of control. He got a little fortunate there. He could have easily been flipped. It would have been such a shame, but the way he started the fight, I don't think Sharkbite has any teeth left. Barely 30 seconds in and he's toothless. And he's already about to get knocked out. Mauler looking ruthless. More teeth on his decals than on Sharkbite at the moment. And he's a hit away from finishing it off, and there it is. That was a quick fight. Let's take a look at the replays really quick. When we said weapon strength, the teeth of Sharkbite did not last. This was the one moment where he had a flicker of hope, but it didn't last long, as we've seen with Mauler. He's able to bounce back, and bounce back he did, with another impressive display.
Mahler did the damage, nearly got flipped but somehow survived. What a fight. We'll be back with more action after the break. Welcome back. Before we get to our final fight of the night, let's see what else has been going on in the box. No, fuck you.
What? You don't want to go down to the box? Why not? Useless. Let's see what else has been happening. Well, with such a big bracket with so many bots in this year's competition, there have been a lot of stories of the Dark Horse opening up. And Chomp and Tazbot were both looking to continue a Dark Horse story, but it only took one hit for Tazbot to make himself victorious against the Hammerbot. Lucky and Lockjaw took each other on after both having relative easy matches in the previous round. In a fight of few highlights, Lockjaw struggled to make use of the good positions he got when he got underneath Lucky, while Lucky was only able to manage a couple of decent flips. The fight went the distance, and perhaps controversially, Lockjaw was given the victory. The next matchup between Tombstone and Cobalt featured two bots who also had easy round of 64 rides. Tombstone was not about to let another horizontal spinner take his place in the next round, as he destroyed Cobalt in less than a minute. And finally, Little Sister hoped to win one for the flippers, as there weren't many in this round of 16. She took on Slam Job. Slam Job's short hammer provided little offense, and his high ground clearance provided little defense. Little Sister picked him clean with flip after flip until he could not self-right again.
Our final fight of the night sees Golddigger take on Bronco. Golddigger has picked up the Witch Doctor Ramplate controversy torch.
It's true, in his fight against Bite Force, he had a bit of controversy with those ram plates. He started off well. Bite Force removed his swinging pickaxe, but Golddigger was able to seal the fight with his ram plates, which are supposed to be an armor thing. There was never really a rule that was written for the ram plates, especially for knockouts. I mean, we do something when it comes to the points. But yeah, so Golddigger maybe shouldn't be here.
How can Bronco beat the invertible Golddigger?
He's gonna have to see what Biohazard failed to do, and he's got to make it an endurance fight. You've got to pace out your attacks against a bot that's invertible, that can cause you significant damage, and when you can't cause a bot damage because you are a flipper. So, if Bronco took any notes in that fight, he'll be just fine. Take your time, get some flips, and just take it to a decision. Don't go for glory.
Well, let's see if Cole's favorite bot can get him a get well soon win.
I hope he doesn't. Fuck Cole.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's robot fighting time! In the red square, he doesn't mess with no broke N-words, so according to Kanye West, he might be a Golddigger! In the blue square, when he's done ramming you, you'll wish you were between a rock and a hard place instead. Introducing Bronco!
The box is locked, the lights are on, it's robot fighting time! Last matchup in the round of 32. Bronco already with a nice lift and toss over of Golddigger. He's gotta be wary of the ram plates. He's gotta be wary of that pickaxe as it swings. Nice lift again from Bronco underneath Golddigger. Gonna guide him towards the kill saws. Instead, he takes damage himself. A little bit of a risky move there. And a nice flip from Bronco. He's starting to rack him up early. He's got Golddigger pinned in the corner. Golddigger able to give himself some breathing space, but not for long as he's kind of half-tossed again. Bronco very aggressive in these early stages. Wonder if that'll come back to bite him. Golddigger with a swing. Looks like there's some damage now on Bronco and to the flipper. That's what makes this Bronco so much better is the way that flipper's built. That was a nice lift and pin there. Taking notes from Biohazard, and here he goes again with a big drive! And he shoves him into the wall. What a maneuver that was! Bronco is absolutely suffocating Golddigger at the moment. Just gotta be careful. We still got plenty of time in this fight. He's taking a decent bit of damage. Another lovely flip as Golddigger spins in the air and thrown again into the wall. That flipper has taken more damage. Of course, he can still flip because of the way the flipper has been built. Golddigger trying to get that axe swinging to cause some damage. I think a lot of the damage that Bronco has suffered has been from the ram plates. Another piece goes off of Bronco, and that flipper is looking very badly damaged. Still functioning well. Golddigger with a nice shot there. Bronco tapping the kill saws a little bit before charging again, pinning Golddigger into the corner again. 1 minute left in the fight. Bronco has a lot of body damage, his status bar blinking, and he is lifting. Golddigger spinning, tossed around. Nice shot there by Golddigger. He hasn't gotten many good hits today. He's been kind of flopping in the wind a little bit. And now smoke coming from Bronco. That damage has been adding up, as we said. Now it looks like he's trying to keep his distance. Is he running away from Golddigger? I believe he is. Sure enough, Golddigger's trying to move in to get some shots, and he can't because Bronco, the quicker machine, is running. Well, this is a very bold move by the Bronco team. They think they've done enough to win the fight. They're definitely going to lose some aggression points because of this. But maybe they'll get some strategy points in return. Either way, this fight's going the distance. Bronco, have they done enough? While we wait for the judge's decision, let's take a look at the replays. It was Bronco early with some very nice flips, getting under and lifting the very heavy Golddigger. That was a nice flip there. I really love this maneuver here, the lift and pin into the wall. And he followed up with another one just like that, driving him halfway across the box. The damage really did add up every time Bronco went in for attack. Golddigger's ram plates were causing damage. Now, the judges are not supposed to score that in favor of him, so we'll see what they say. So the fight has gone the distance. I don't know if Bronco's tactics there at the end are going to be enough on the score sheet. Let's go find out if it was or not.
The results from the judges are in. The winner by a 25-20 decision is Bronco!
Well, it ended up being kind of close, but it's Bronco that gets the win. He's through to the round of 16. So there you have it, Bronco winning the 25-20 decision, and with that we have our round of 16 set. Google Translate, I asked the question to Cole. I'll ask you too. Who do you like in this tournament? Who do you think's gonna win?
None of them. They are all bitches. I could beat them all at the same time.
That's not even what I typed in. I never thought I'd say this. I wish Cole would come back. Because this has just been awful. She's been a bore. So I guess I'll see you next time.
Good night and God bless from Robot Wars.
This is BattleBots! Oh my god.